Your mind is racing. It is already 9 o'clock, right? And so your team is hitting you up, your emails are dinging, you got Safari open, Google open, and Go Duck. Like literally over 100 tabs are open, and you are like, I'm trying to concentrate so I could start the day. This isn't just overthinking. It is like you getting ready to crash and burn, and it's disguised in the work, the dings and stuff for the work, right? So if you give me about a few minutes, I will give you 3 simple prompts that will allow you to shut down the noise and get some sanity back in your life starting today. Hey, my name is Angela Perry. I'm your favorite journaling mentor, and I am the founder of Journal With Me. And I love, like, one thing that I do love is showing leaders how to cut the noise, how to implement 15 minutes of journaling a day. Like, it doesn't take forever, but in the methodology, all the tech stuff, right, of journaling, it gives you a easier way to communicate with your family, communicate at work, and find out what it is that you really want all through 15 minutes a day. Let's keep it real. You got all these different thoughts that are going through your head on 100 miles an hour, right? Did I send the right email? Did I respond right? Did I forget something? Is it somebody that I was supposed to call that I did not call yet? Did I make the doctor's appointment for the individual that can't make it for themselves, i.e., my kids, my husband, my wife, whatever the case is, right? And you got all these different scenarios, but you are absolutely responsible for not just those scenarios, but what's on your plate. And it's not an easy task not to burn out. Like, we're on a mission not to burn out in this season. And so what I want to do is help you identify the issues so that you can extinguish them. Like, right, with a pen. This is how we gonna extinguish all our problems in this session, is with 3 simple prompts. And let's jump to the first prompt now. First prompt is, what story do I have on loop right now? And it's usually a lie. But what story do I have on loop in my brain right now that has not earned the the right to have this much energy taken from you? And what happens is, let me give you an example. It could be, I did not do enough. And you're having this on repeat. And not just for one thing, it's for multiple things, right? Did I do enough? Should I have done more? And you're constantly thinking about it, even as you're moving forward. You're progressing forward, but it's holding so much space and so much energy that you can't even properly pour into the task that you got at hand. And so it's causing you to drain energy in these little bitty spaces in your life, right? And so you can't get that much sleep. You're not eating properly. You might be overeating just because you have this one lie constantly on loop in your brain. Did I do enough? So the second prompt is, what decision is mine to make today? And what decision am I carrying that somebody else's? I talk about this a lot when I'm processing my students inside of my journaling group through the Eisenhower Matrix. Because if you've never heard of it, it's a writing process that allows you to prioritize different tasks. And one of them is, what is on your plate that you weren't supposed to pick up, right? And so this prompt, again, signifies what wasn't yours to carry in the first place. You like, I was supposed to do this, and you just picked it up and put it on your plate, but it wasn't yours in the first place. So I want you to write that down and evaluate that. What does that look like if it's yours or is it not? So prompt number 3 is, what outcomes am I afraid of? And what truths do I need to remember? And when I'm saying that, I want you to identify it, right? You thinking, "Oh, I'm looking for whatever the outcome is, you want it to be good, right?" But you might secretly be afraid of the outcome. I have experienced this for myself where I've wanted something so bad that I will self-sabotage it, right? I like literally, I will get to 99% of the task or completing a project. And because of the fear of, am I ready? Am I qualified? Am I like, did I do it right? Because that fear is subconsciously like spiraling out of control. I'll stop. I'll literally stop doing a project and leave it there. So if you don't know to ask yourself, are you afraid of the outcome? You won't know. It'll just be a subconscious thing that, cuts it off. And you're like, I don't know why I keep quitting stuff. I don't know why I keep doing XYZ. So that is one of the prompts that oftentimes are not utilized enough because we will self-sabotage ourselves, especially leaders. So I want you to write that one down. So now that you've got the three prompts, I want you to do each one, take about 5 minutes. If you have to, set a timer, right? And write out what it really is. Like 5 minutes, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why of each one of those questions, and identify what's going on the inside, right? And so when you're done with that, remember, we're doing timer exercises. So you got 15 minutes that you set aside to actually decompress because you want to not, run into the burnout train because we're trying to stay off of it. But I want to make sure that you not only do that, but you know that at the end of the day, you can come back to these. You can repeat these if you need to, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. You will feel lighter. I promise you, you'll feel lighter. You'll have more clarity. You'll be able to focus in on what to tell yourself when you feel the anxiety coming on, when you feel the spiral, like the things are happening and it's only Tuesday, right? Computer's going off and you're like, oh, hold on. I can do this because you're practicing, you're being intentional about the three prompts. So if you need more help and you think I'm ready, like these 15 minutes, like I'm legit ready, then make sure you click down below and take the quiz. The quiz will take you into where you need to be. It's a self identifier and it gives you the next steps on what you want to do.